How significant is this work for Coweta water customers?
This is really going to change the water quality. We've had issues over the last few years. More recently, I guess in about 23 is when we started having major violations occur. So we did some studies and found ways to help the situation. And the biggest one that's going on right now is our Skyview water tower, which is our main water source for storage, is undergoing a major renovation project. And part of that includes adding a mixing system to the tower, so the water that's inside is being mixed up. It's not staying stagnant at the bottom. We also found that there was only one place for the water to go in and out at the same place, which doesn't make a lot of sense. So we've added another inlet, so now it will be coming in one place and going out the other. And mixing the water up will change the quality quite a bit. So what was happening is it was just remaining stagnant. Fresh water was coming in and it just wasn't mixing the way it should. So this will change that a lot. The second project we're doing at the same time is dredging our water reservoir at the water treatment plant. The water comes in from the river, goes to this holding pond, and it stays there for a few days before it goes into the plant to be treated. And there was decades of sludge built up in that pre-treatment pond. So we've dredged that. We're also clearing out vegetation around the pond to keep it from coming back as bad. And that project is almost finished. It's way ahead of schedule. So that actually has already created an increase in our water quality. We did some testing a few days ago, and it's showing major improvement. So those two things are the biggest things that will help our situation. We've also installed auto flushers at different parts of the city to help keep the water flowing. If it comes to what we call a dead end, where the pipes just kind of stop in a subdivision, let's say, the water just stagnates there and doesn't go anywhere. So the auto flushers take it through the system and bring fresh water in.
All this work is possible because of what funding and when?
A lot of the funding is just from our general operations, our reserves that we've had build up over the years, but we did also receive a really big grant from what's called a community development block grant. Our finance team worked very hard to get that grant about 2 years ago.
That's state?
It's a state. It goes through the state of, the Department of Commerce. So we had to do some income surveys and different things. And fortunately, we were awarded $418,000 for the project. That covers about half of it. So that was a big bonus for us. The rest of the funding is mostly from just general operations built up over the last few years. And the main problem for what's happening is there was just a lot of deferred maintenance. Things weren't being done as they should have been on a regular schedule.
The city began the project in the fall of this past year when water demand was lower. It's expected to be done by April 1st. He says when water demand was lower. Why is it higher? And some people, especially on the Facebook comments, will say, well, this is just because they're trying to get going forward with Project Atlas. Does that have much to do with this?
No. Water demand typically falls in the wintertime. People aren't washing their cars, watering their lawns. It's just very normal for the demand to be lower in the winter months. There's not as much activity going on. So that's common. It happens every year. We can plan on that. You can see how our revenues drop during that period. So that's why we planned it then, because what happened is we had to take that main storage tower out of commission. It's not being used right now, obviously, because it's empty. They're painting it inside and out. And we shifted the storage to a smaller tower up by our high school that had been taken out of service. We don't really know exactly why, but it had been taken out of service when the new tower was built in 1988. So we put that back in service.
The Tiger Tower.
Yes, the Tiger Tower. It's a much smaller tower, but it allows us to get by. We've had to put our water operators on longer shifts to keep up with it, but it did allow us to get the work done while the demand is lower. It would have been much more difficult to try to do it during the summer months.
So all this to say, soon enough, the reputation of Coweta water will improve partly because of this work. Is that fair to say?
Exactly, yes.
So is that a promise you want residents to know?
Yes. Yes, I can tell you we are in compliance with our consent order. We've made steady progress on the items that are to be addressed, and there's also some other things we can do to increase the quality if it turns out these projects don't do what we think they're going to do. There's other options we can look at, very expensive options, but if it gets down to that, we will do it. We're fully committed to bringing the water quality up to where it should be.
Was this one of the highest priorities when you stepped into this role?
Yes, that was the first thing I tackled, and that was when we first set our finance team on getting that grant, that was the first step towards that.
Throughout this process, last few months, have you had to provide assurances or answer folks back? Businesses were asking. How much have people been kind of asking about this?
Actually, not as much as you would think. I try to be proactive and put out reports every month to tell them what's going on and what's happening. And we've actually seen a big decrease in complaints. People do call if they have brown water or low pressure, that kind of thing, which isn't related to the water quality exactly. But we've had very few calls over the last few months. So even just the first part of the projects has really improved the quality, which has got the complaints going down.